What's going on, everybody? I'm CaptainRoBear. This is Rare Drop Roleplay presents Meteorian Core, Episode 9, the after show.
Oh, man.
There's my OBS hanging out over here. Let's do that!
We got those.
Dun, dun, dun. Oh, man. Did we have into the night at the bunghole?
Oh gosh.
We're gonna have to revisit the bunghole.
It was eventful, to say the least.
Yes.
Never enough time in the bunghole.
Yeah.
Truly.
I think it was the stuff that happened after the stuff in the bunghole that was really brought us together, you know? Like,
Yeah, we fought a poor man's for his potato sack.
The bunghole
How we
is
ran.
hazard.
Like, we could have just kept going, and all of a sudden it would have been fine. But apparently, part of our progress was beating up some poor to just nearly murder her.
Hey, that was tough. Let's be fair.
I did just knock him out, and that was Thomas, not me.
So this all started at the very beginning when Biddy's insistence on getting some extra coins, since they're not going to stay the night and they're going to cross with the lumber crew, has to get some money back, embarrassing Brom and his old conservative dwarven upbringing once again. And of course, the elephant in the room, you know, Zanryn's Nat 1. In all the wrong or right places, you found out that Leo was more receptive than what you thought at the end of the day. And I'll let you know, I never gave the penalty for that Nat 1. I'll circle back around that in a second. So you got to have some awkward time as Leo's night escalated quickly. And you handled it so well with your eye contact and your facial expressions. I was there for all of it with Zanryn. You guys encountered leaving the bum in the hallway as Zanryn nat 20s on a potato sack tarp draped over them, which I forgot we're still all money because we never cleaned up. We look like shit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're covered.
Oh God.
This really is just like the perfect Bender in Baldur's Gate right now. It's just like, what did you do? Went to the bunghole, got drunk, met some
We look
guy.
like we definitely came out of the bunghole.
Made good friends with said guy, beat up a homeless person. This is a terrifying night. This is like the plot of a Hangover movie.
This
party is terrifying.
The party is terrifying.
I
Toff.
only reverted to violence once, and I didn't even use it.
But you attempted a few other times.
We were this far
Did
away
I?
from murdering everyone on that boat.
I just persuaded.
Well, I mean, let's talk about old
The
cheesy
bum?
paws up there, knocking the bum out with the turkey leg.
Oh, I didn't use violence on him.
The
I
one
took the part.
DTD of the campaign or of the session, which you
It's
chose to knock
Thomas's
out.
fault. It was Thomas. Yeah, we do the knockout, and it was Thomas's fault. I'm blaming that. I'm putting that on Thomas.
Nelson permission.
Yeah.
You did actually upgrade his digs. He went to a covered,
Wagon.
a covered. Or,
Yeah, see?
or we were in the stagecoach actually, weren't we?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
got like a hole now.
Yeah.
We role played as the
dang.
covered wagon, but I forgot it was the stagecoach. This is what happens when you take a week off, folks. You know, that shit just happens.
What are we writing? I don't know.
Either way, that shit got left behind. Biddy negotiates throwing out some flyers, wants to start leaving them immediately as possible. Once again, Brom embarrassed. But what's new?
How high are you going to be hanging those flyers?
I said that I would like to scatter them along the route.
It'd be fun to have like Diddy and Nelson like, post them so none of them are at actual like normal high level.
They're at the bottom instead of like at the top.
That is absolutely
scavenger
fucking choice.
I should have saved that for the game.
Oh, hey, don't worry.
Save it, I still have them.
Yeah.
There's gotta be art of that somewhere. That's somewhere.
Print it up.
We need to hit up Ben and just have like Biddy and Nelson placing the art, and then have, like, everyone else is just trying to push the Hogo into the wagon. Oh,
Chef's
God.
kiss.
Oh.
In this long, strange route. I love it. We never even got, like, the shenanigans were so out of control. We never got to ask Jacob once, where the hell have you been when he went off? He was just basically like, everybody is an idiot right now, which is the proper response from coming back, like, and seeing the party just absolutely housed.
That's what happens when you show up to your friend's house and they're all wasted and they didn't wait for you. Like, oh, this is a good time.
Yeah, your options are like catch up or stay sober and just admire the chaos. Like,
And as we all know,
like you came in like the Muppet Sam the Eagle, you know, like you were all weirdos.
We're in the city now too. He's not trying to draw attention to himself.
true.
Yeah, that's gonna work for how long?
Yeah, I know.
Somehow you all needed to keep the ruse that Solus is actually Solus for a little bit longer, and you negotiate the two jigs, one new song and one old song, and you do pretty good at first of like, all right, we're not gonna drink, I'm gonna toss these off, I'm not gonna get housed on this barrel proof rum, as they set everything up on the ship they call the Timberwolf. But that nat 20 comes around to your day from old Steve, who catches you.
Steve.
But luckily,
yeah.
your friends had a few tools. We find out that Biddy is a flautist, a poor flautist, but a flautist.
Yeah, she's got one. Yeah, I put Far Wanderer as her background, and I guess that comes with an instrument.
Hey, and you were smart enough to put one on there, pull it out of nowhere. Toff,
Yeah, seriously, I didn't know I had it.
the tribal sounds of nature, pulling out the bullfrog song. And luckily,
I still think my favorite interaction amongst that was just the lack of giving a shit for trying to keep messages separated between real and psychic. And so I'm desperately asking you, what the fuck is the bullfrog song? And you're replying out loud, you know, the bullfrog song.
I'm sorry, Top doesn't know how to make it work. All of his thoughts are out loud.
So it's so perfect. It's like whenever you actually have a kid and it's like, please use your inside voice. It's like, no, there is no inside voice. There is
I am
Toff,
inside
and that's
using my voice.
that's
Wait
just
in
Toff's
line and-
slang, like,
Mom, why is her butt so big? Not right now, child. Yep.
That's so good. I don't know where. I honestly didn't know where I was going whenever I said I was your bodyguard. Like, the word didn't even come to my head until it came out of my mouth, and I was like, "Oh yeah, okay, that's what I said. We're going with that."
but you like your sign of
perfect.
strength. It was great.
Yeah, well, and I was hoping for intimidation, but you kept making me roll my negative ones, RoBear.
You were using your
one string.
you were using all
Scary.
you were using all your nice words and not being so intimidating.
At the end there, I was about to get
No,
knocked
yeah. And
She was fed
it
up. She's like, they all going to sleep.
I feel like bodyguard is perfect for that particular thing, though, because
She's
no matter
so
whether
little.
it's on the attack or the defense, it's a great excuse to punch people, and that's exactly what Biddy would do.
Would I have gotten in trouble? I could have said, hey, you know, you were getting a little rowdy. I know you don't remember, but I had a plan.
I just love that you've been able to swindle some small town folk that have never seen Solus before live to convince that this, I believe he was a gnome.
Solus?
Yeah, I believe he was gnome. I believe.
Halfling? No.
Yeah, gnome or halfling, I think.
I
Yeah,
don't think he was a gnome because I was the only gnome.
this.
Hmm.
Maybe he was a halfling though.
A changeling, perhaps? We can't tell.
Didn't you guys have a conversation about who was taller?
Oh yeah, you did. You did.
I don't remember now.
He's a
Yeah.
gnome.
There's
You
some
gnome.
gnomes in this house.
Your shimmy shoulder shuffle is what made that. Either way, in a place like this where, yeah, they probably never seen them, so you don't act as if, like, and they've been sauced up. It all makes sense. Comes in with a crew. You could totally do this. You're the people that have the skills. Any other regular group would get ousted rather quickly, but you have this mimicry and enough bullshit and charisma and sometimes luck to just get you through. But it got dire as you got through the first song. And then your roles came back to you.
That was towards the end. I really did expect that I was going to have to do something along the lines of, yelling T and then jumping off of the ship into the harbor. And I was really hoping I wasn't going to need to do that because, as we know, Leo was up for skinny dipping. So that really would not have worked at the end of the day. That would have just been very wet owl, very embarrassed crew, probably us left on the shore.
Oh my God. It worked out so well. You had 2 of those nat 20s were taken from you with disadvantage rolls at the end.
Oh.
It was brutal. Had you not had that, you would have came out looking like unidentified, like you would have been soulless. Like there would have been no people would have known you. Your star would have grown that there would be a second soulless at that point with 2 nat 20s. It would have literally been the voice of an angel that they heard that day, and they would have believed no different.
Yeah, this I can't help but feel like anytime, I don't know if we'll run into Leo again after we part ways, as well as his crew, but any other time, if we do, this lie is gonna get complicated. this is gonna require some dedication.
Or you're gonna break someone's heart.
I feel like that this is one of the tragedies. I feel like is just much like ships passing in the night. Leo has work to do when he gets to the other side of Baldur's Gate, and we have to collect our coin. And at that point, it's just like, I mean, we can try and... you know what? Magic does happen. Long-distance relationships can work. I would know. So I'm going to go ahead and say maybe there is a future for this, but I don't know. That it's going to take one nat 1 to break Leo's heart and for the entire thing to fall apart. I have no idea at this point.
I mean, you're gonna break his heart once he finds out you're not soulless.
I mean,
a relationship built on lies.
If I lie convincingly enough.
What if he goes to a show? He's like, my boyfriend's actually here. I'm trying to get in. He knows me. And then
it's the second show when he tells Solus to get off the stage. That's when it gets real.
Oh yeah, no, I'm soulless when it gets all like the game style where you adopt his entire life.
we have to get Frank on.
I know. That's
just for like that session.
100%. That is the theme of that guesting session. And it descends into Jerry Springer 2.0. I think we can't do any better than that. We'll leave it at that. Headed to Baldur's Gate next week. Love you all. Be good to each other. We'll see you all then. Bye-bye.
Bye.